Hi everyone, my name is Jen Ruge and I manage the medicinal plant gardens in Derbyshire. Now these videos are all about understanding the bigger picture that we're in, planting, sowing and generally gardening by the moon. We're entering September, the harvest time of the year. It's actually the official start of autumn based on the astronomical calendar, which this year is on the 22nd of September. And let's have a look at why that matters for your garden. Depending on where you are in the world, here in the UK on the 22nd of September at 1:43 p.m, if you want to know exactly, it's actually the time of the autumn equinox. That is the moment in the year when day is equal to night, so it means roughly 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night. The autumn equinox really marks the descent into the darker days of winter because from this point onwards the nights grow increasingly longer than the days. And the plants in your garden and allotment will notice the difference as they respond to the length of daylight. Plants have photoreceptors which sense the change in light levels, and the autumn equinox is a key marker. Now when we look at the Mariatune planting and sowing calendar in the first half of September, you can see that on the side here this bar indicates the northern transplanting time based on the descending moon. Really good time in this case to lift and divide your herbaceous perennial plants. But also September is for us a crucial month to get all the seeds collected for the next year. So especially flowering plants, do have a look at them. There's a few flower days indicated by the yellow bars here. If you can't do it on a flower day, a fruit day would be the next best option. And remember, only collect seeds when it's actually dry and when they've fully ripened. If you've got a lot of apples or other fruit on your fruit tree, so want to generally harvest fruit, do check out the fruit days which are indicated by the red bars in your calendar. You can see it in your own calendar because that is usually the best time to harvest fruits, and as usual try and avoid the unfavorable times which are indicated by the grey bars, the so-called blank days. It's September now, quite a while since January and February where I explained the astronomy behind the calendar, and we do have a scientific understanding that the moon's pull on the oceans and seas also pulls on the sap in trees and plants, altering their water and sugar levels. So this can affect anything from the sweetness of a carrot to the durability of a piece of timber. So wherever we can, it's really interesting and can also yield better results considering the phases of the moon and the planets and generally the bigger picture. What we mainly consider is the so-called sidereal moon rhythm. So you can see here, from our perspective on Earth, the moon passes through the 12 star constellations, the so-called signs of the zodiac, about once a month. But what I'm talking about is the astronomy. It's the actual position of the stars. And each star constellation is associated with one of the four classical elements: earth, water, air, fire, or in other words, roots, leaves, flowers, and fruits or seeds. And in terms of the biodynamic preparations, if you haven't already got your yarrow harvested in the mornings, ideally on a fruit day before September 16th. And remember, yarrow is about maturity, so we do want to see some seed formation in the blossom. If you're interested in learning how to make your own biodynamic preparations and you're in the UK, ideally in the Midlands, then come and join us on 4th of October. It's a Friday. We start at 10 a.m. and we make the biodynamic preparations in the Weleda Gardens. It's an event for everybody. Please just let me know, send me an email if you're planning on coming so we know about numbers. Now, for me, autumn has a certain magic about it. It's the smells, the sights, the sounds. It's a real feast for the senses. It's also an incredible time to immerse yourself in nature. Now, for me, autumn has a certain magic about it. It's the smells, the sounds, the sights. It's a real feast for the senses. And autumn is an incredible time to immerse yourself in nature and become more in tune with your connection to the world around you. So do enjoy, and thank you for joining me today.